Fluency over accuracy, the only formula which has revealed English fluency in me. How many mistakes does a beginner speaker typically make? A lot of mistakes. How many mistakes an intermediate speaker typically make? Maybe few mistakes. How many mistakes an advanced speaker make? How many mistakes? Damn few. It will not be even noticeable. First thing is, what exactly does this formula say? Fluency over accuracy. This formula say, the more you speak, the more fluent you become, and the more fluent you become, the lesser will be your grammatical mistakes. I don't know with how many things you are hustling and juggling in this English journey to make your English up to the mark, okay? But you are not gonna get that satisfactory result until and unless you apply this formula, until and unless you prioritize your speaking practice. It doesn't matter at what level you are. If you are at beginner level, just tell yourself, I am allowed to make a lot of mistakes. Until and unless you make a lot of mistakes, you will not be able to reach at advanced level. So first you have to make a lot of mistakes, right? And if you are at intermediate level here, just try to make fewer mistakes, right? And once you reach at this level, you will understand automatically, you will start making fewer mistakes instead of making a lot of mistakes. And same goes with advanced speaker. They are that much confidence at this level, automatically their confidence is gonna cover up their mistakes. Point number second, I have noticed some people are studying things separately. They're working upon their grammar, their vocabulary, their pronunciation. They're just trying to use idiomatic expressions in their speech. They're trying to add some melody. They're trying to work upon their accents. They are working on each and everything separately. When you practice English consistently, when you contribute every day, when you speak every day, right? If you practice consistently, your vocabulary will be improved automatically, your pronunciation will be improved automatically, your grammar will be improved, the way you want to use idiomatic expressions will be improved, your tonality, your intonation, your voice modulation, your accents, everything will be improved automatically if you focus on one thing, and that is practicing English consistently. Why? Because language can't be learned. Language can't be learned. Language can be acquired. We can't learn language. We can acquire a language. But when you separate each and everything, now you are learning a language. And when you learn language, it becomes a damn burden. And then you don't see results as per your expectations because you have broken it. You have separated it. Look, there is always a room for improvement. But ever since I have encountered that I have achieved an advanced level, now I am quite shocked after seeing the results that my grammar has been improved, my pronunciation has been improved, my vocabulary, I have built my vocabulary, and I have literally learned how to use idiomatic expressions. I have made some good neutral accents. I have added some melody in my speech, like some intonation, rhythm, voice modulation. Do you think I have ever worked upon these things? I have never ever worked upon these things. All I did was consistent speaking practice, and I did it a lot without even taking a single day break until and unless life was throwing breaks at me. And you won't believe, I was literally shocked after seeing everything was improved automatically. And that's what I want to tell you, that you have to practice every day in order to get that level, and you do not need to work upon each and everything separately. Third point is, separate it, study it, but not with the matter of concern. And here, first you have to check your level. If you are at beginner level, everything is concern for you. Everything is a problem for you. Separate vocabulary is a problem for you. Separate grammar is a problem for you. Separate pronunciation is a problem for you. So if you are at beginner level and if you are going to focus on each and everything separately, it's gonna be damn problematic for all of you. Yeah, if you are at beginner level. So if you are at beginner level, I would not recommend that you should separate it and you should study it. All you have to do is just practice English consistently. I know even it's hard for you at first to practice English, right? But start with yourself. Today guides are available. Today platforms are available. A lot of resources are free there. Okay, so no one else is gonna take your responsibility. You have to start. I started by myself. No one was there who could actually guide me, right? But today everything is available, so you have to take your responsibility. Now, if you are at intermediate level, yes, here you can separate. Okay, you can separate and you can study, but what? This time you have got to check where you are struggling. Are you struggling with vocabulary? Are you struggling with like sentence framing? Are you struggling with grammar? Is it your pronunciation? Whatever is it, just try to find it and then try to work upon it. Okay, if you are at intermediate level, then observe and then try to work upon it. Now, if you are at advanced level, okay, first good news is this: once you reach at advanced level, automatically things will be improved a lot. Here, you will be quite conscious about your mistakes. The reason is because now you have reached at advanced level and you've started talking with a lot of people who are literally speaking without mistakes, and that's why you are quite concerned at this level. But as I've already mentioned, when you reach at advanced level, your vocabulary, your grammar, your pronunciation, everything is going to improve automatically, right? So your confidence itself will cover up all your tiny minute mistakes. So if you are at advanced level, then that's your choice entirely. Or like as I say, there is always a room for improvement, right? Still you can learn even if you are at advanced level. In my case, you can see I have reached here. First, the good news is, first best thing you can do is you can check where you want to go actually with this language. Okay, you want to be a tutor, or you just want to go abroad, or you just need it for your job interview. Like, why do you need this language? Check your purpose accordingly, try to work upon it. So here, if you're working upon this language because you want to teach in future, you want to be a tutor or someone, then definitely I would highly recommend you can go through it. You can work upon some vocabularies, some grammar patterns, right? But if you are not going to be a tutor at all in future, you just need it because you just want to crack an interview, then it's okay. Just practice as much as you can. You do not need to work upon these things separately. All right. Now, moving for our fourth point. Practice English every day, but practice with someone who is better than you. You see drastic improvements in your English when you talk with someone who is actually better than you. All right. Here I would like to share one of my experience. When I used to practice English, earlier when I used to practice English with some people who were quite like not better than me. They were not better than me. I'm not saying I was not learning anything from them. Somewhere, yes, I was putting my mouth muscles into practice. But when I found some people who were actually better than me, and when I started practicing with them, I started seeing huge differences, drastic changes. I started getting good results. And that's what you have got to do now. What are the benefits you get when you speak with a person who is actually better than you? So, the first thing is this: because you already know that you are practicing with someone who is actually better than you, so you avoid making regular mistakes. You become little conscious. Even I am not saying that being a damn conscious is good. No, being a damn conscious will not allow you, okay, so you can speak freely. No. So if you talk to a person who is actually better than you, you actually become very little conscious, and because you know that person is better than you, you avoid making mistakes. You avoid making regular mistakes. All right. Now what's the second thing? Second thing is that person becomes your guide. That person becomes your guide, and simultaneously when you speak, that person corrects you because somewhere they are better than you and they know you. Third, because you are practicing with them on daily basis now, they know very well how to correct you in a way so you will not even feel bad. Fifth very important thing is your learning graph. I have been hearing from a lot of people, they have been working upon this language part. They have some complaints that we are not improving, we are not able to see improvements, and now we're feeling like giving up. Look, I have gone through it literally many a times, right? But now I'll tell you something with which you aren't aware of. Okay, so there is a learning graph, and how this learning graph goes when you start learning a language or when you start anything. Okay, at first you are quite enthusiastic, you are full of energy, okay, you just shoot like anything. Then what happens, the more you learn it, okay, the more you get into it, the more you put your energy into it, then what happens, gradually you feel like things are not improving, I am not improving. As there is a beautiful saying in this learning graph, the more you learn, the more you feel that I am learning less. The more you improve, the more you feel that I am improving less, right? But it doesn't go in this way. So when your learning graph goes, at first you are quite enthusiastic, then gradually you feel that I am not learning. But you have to understand there is a point. And when you reach at this point, and now if you allow yourself to give up, you will never ever be able to continue with this graph, right? You have started, you reached here, now you will feel like giving up. Now you have a choice here whether you want to go up or you want to go down. Okay, so that's how your learning graph works. When you feel like taking breaks in this journey, take breaks, but don't give up. Okay, and here a lot of people get confused when they are quite enthusiastic at first in their journey, and when they just gradually when they walk, then there is a point here they are quite confused. Sometimes when things are getting literally bore for you, okay, you're literally feeling that it's boring, it's mundane, it's monotonous, I'm not feeling like doing it, like it's kind of tedious activities for me, then instead of giving up, just try to take a little break. Yes, so there is a way. You were here, you came here, now you're not going to give up, you're just going to take a little break, and then again you will start your journey, right? I did it a lot of times earlier. I used to feel like I have to give up because I'm not improving, but that was something inside me which was expecting some break from me. So I used to give some breaks, and again I used to start, and that's what you have got to do. Okay, whenever you feel like this, understand your body, your mind, everything, it just needs some rest. Give some rest, maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, again continue. You will feel quite refreshing. The last and the sixth point, I'll not call it a complaint or I'll not call it a problem, but that is just an excuse now. If you say that, yeah, I want to practice, but where to practice? Today you can't make excuses that I don't have anyone to practice. All right. Listen, when it comes to talking, if you are at beginner level, I can understand it's quite hard for you to go and talk with the strangers, talk with some people who are talking, contributing in groups. At first, it's hard for you if you are at beginner level. But I have told you there are a lot of ways. If you are an introvert personality, there are ways for you. If you are extrovert personality, there are ways for you. Okay, so what you have got to do, as I've already told you, it's not every time that you have to talk with someone else. You can talk to yourself in English. Here you are uncomfortable with you first. So I am not saying, okay, first jump and talk to everyone. If you are at beginner level, try to talk to yourself. Try to do some shadow practice. Try to talk to yourself, just look at mirror and try to talk there. Okay, try to think in English. Then gradually, there are a lot of applications today. If not, then you can come join my groups. The link is in the description box. Okay, there are a lot of people, more than thousands of people are practicing there. Go and practice with them. All the levels are there, beginner, intermediate, advanced, everyone is there. Proficient people are also there. Go there, practice with them. Okay, so talk to yourself, think in English. There are applications like CV application, like ACE Fluency application. They are literally giving you free 30 minutes. Go there and practice. Alright, and if not, as I've already said, just go and join my group sections. Okay, there you can practice. The link is in the description box. Now, I don't know where you are gonna practice. Only you know that. Okay, but wherever you are going to practice, you have to be quite consistent with that while keeping a formula in your mind that I'm going to implement this fluency over accuracy. From wherever you are going to start, just start speaking as much as you can and try to be consistent with that. If you follow it for 6 months at least, you are going to see drastic changes. Okay, 5 minutes speaking practice will not work. 2 minutes speaking practice, you can't do formalities anymore, right? So try to give at least 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hour. If it comes to maximum, I would say just cross the limit entirely. Like if you can talk for 10 hours, talk. But if you have limited, at least try to contribute for 1 hour, for 30 minutes every day. Every step you take, it counts, it matters, and it is actually adding in your journey to become fluent person. Okay, to become a fluent person. So every single step which you take counts. So are you taking that single step, not formality, that single step of 30 minutes every day? Now, with this formula, change your mindset, change your mentality of separating everything and try to be consistent with your speaking practice, which will lead you towards your English fluency soon, which will reveal English fluency in you. So if you like this video, definitely you're gonna like this one where I have revealed how consistency is gonna reveal fluency. Go and check this video, and with this thing, let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.